Welcome to the 66th LBAA Tournament of Champions. This is the 8th year of the live webcast with an average of 99,000 worldwide viewers. Your purchase of our high-res DVDs helps keep this webcast free, and we thank you. Our thanks as well to Valparaiso University and WVUR The Source. Now let's get to the game.
Here at the Blue Gym, here on the campus of Valparaiso University. This is the Consolation Championship match between Immanuel Lutheran and Faith Lutheran. I am Jeff. I'll be broadcasting this game for you here today. We have a championship game between two squads that have been very, very good over the course of this game. We now have the scoring rosters, so now we can get this game underway. Jeff and I will be broadcasting this game for you. Both teams coming into this game looking to win the Consolation Championship here at the Blue Gym on the campus of Valparaiso University. We've seen a lot. We just had a championship game go down to the wire on a missed three at the buzzer. So we have Faith Lutheran, coached by Daniel Smith, taking on Immanuel Lutheran, who are head coached by John Ulrich. As we wait for the officials to get underway, who will win the Consolation Championship? You've come to the right place here in the Blue Gym. Both teams are set. Tip ball is up, and we are underway here in the Consolation Championship. Ball being scrambled around. We're going to have a jump ball to begin the game. And it looks like they're trying to debate who had possession of it. And it looks like they're going to re-jump it. Like Josh Hong is going to step in for the jump ball. He will jump with Jacob Helene. Another tip up, and we're underway. Ulrich gives it over to the far side of Burrows. Ulrich down low inside. Good pass there to Jacob Helene. And Immanuel Lutheran strikes first. It's 2-0. Faith Lutheran coming off a huge win. Spin move, no good. Rebound by Faith Lutheran, shot no good. Rebound by Matthew Ulrich. Ulrich gives it on the far side. Looks like Rath tried to dribble between two defenders. Three-pointer on the way, bullseye! Troy Burrows from downtown, and it's 5-0 Immanuel Lutheran. Bell dribbles it over on the far side. Ball being swung from left to right. Up top is Thoraldson. Gives it to Hong. Three-pointer on the way. Bullseye! Blake Bell from downtown, and it's 5-3. Ball being passed over to the middle. Ulrich with a jump shot, no good. Rebound underneath. We're going to have a jump ball. Possession going to go to Faith Lutheran. Five to 3. Immanuel Lutheran leads over Faith Lutheran. Hong going to bring the ball up the court, being guarded by Rath. Good ball handling skills there by Hong. Looks like we're going to have a blocking foul. That one's going to be on number 35, Nate Rath. That's going to be his first, team's first. You see head coach John Ulrich talking to Matthew Ulrich. Ball's going to be inbounded to Josh Hong. Hong over to Spear. Layup. Looks like we're going to have an offensive foul. Good take there by number 51, Mark Pollard. Like that foul is going to be on number 10, Gary Thoraldson. That's going to be his first, team's first. Rath to inbound the ball to Ulrich. Ulrich is going to get it over to Burrows. Kind of look like a 1-2-1-1 down in the middle to Ulrich. Ulrich's going to pull it for a jump shot, and it's good. Matthew Ulrich gets on the board, 7-3, Immanuel Lutheran. Ball up top to Thorlson. Back in the corner is Bell. 15-foot jump shot just off the mark. Rebound by Pollard. Ulrich's going to pull up from 3, just off the front iron. Rebounded by Hong. Hong going to bring the ball up the court, over on the far side. Ball's going to be skipped over to Bell. Thorlson, jump shot on the way, no good. Rebounded by Pollard. Ulrich to bring the ball up. Going to be trapped just near half court. Gives it to Rath. Rath going to split 2 defenders. Gives it underneath the Pollard. Good job there to get the basket for Mark Pollard. It's 9-3, Immanuel Lutheran. Hong, crossover dribble, kicks it into the corner, over to Selipik. Jump shot on the way, no good. Offensive rebounded by Friel. Then going to give it up to Thorlson. Dribble on the far side, 3-pointer on the way, just off the mark. Good box out, rebound by Marcus Pollard. Here comes Ulrich. Gives it to Rath. Jump, layup, no good. Ball's going to be out of bounds. It's going to go to the Bobcats. Ball going to be taken out underneath the basket. Looks like Burrows is going to take it out. Lob to Pollard. Had the wide open jump shot, but decided to pass it. Over to Burrows, being guarded by Hong. He's going to hand it off to Rath, who's going to take it up. Burrows, nearly trapped in that corner, gives it off to Rath. Rath down underneath the Pollard, and he lost control of it. Ball's going to go to Faith Lutheran. 9-3 is your score, 2:19 left here in the Consolation Championship of the LBAAs. Josh Hong going to bring the ball up. Going to be guarded by Rath. Gives it to Bell. Bell. 3-pointer on the way by Selipik. Banks it in. Bullseye. Akia Selipik. 2 3-pointers here in this game, and it's 9-6. Immanuel Lutheran. Ball swung over the far side to Burrows. Gets it back up to Rath. Down into Ulrich. He's going to take a 1 dribble. Lays it up and in. Matthew Ulrich, 4 points in this contest, and it's 11-6. Hong hands it over to Bell. Bell dribbles over the far side. Gives it to Thorlson. Thorlson with a layup. Kind of looked like a pass there. Ball going to be fight for over, and Burrows is going to take it up the court. Gives it over the far side to Ulrich. Skips it over to Rath. Rath crossed him up. Hong nearly had it. Burrows with a 3-pointer, just short. Rebounded, nearly had it by Uros. And Faith Lutheran's going to get possession. Hong going to bring the ball up the court. Over on the far side. Thorlson with a 3. That got the lucky bounce. 3-pointer for Gary Thorlson. 3 threes in this contest. And it's 11-9 Immanuel Lutheran. Burrows being guarded by Hong. Nate Rath stops at the top of the key, gives it over the right side to Burrows. Gives it back to Rath. Down underneath the height to Helene. Burrows tried the pullback. Rath with the ball, left side. Good left-handed shot by Jacob Helene. He's got 4 in this contest, and it's 13-9 with just under 30 seconds left. Bell with the ball, being guarded by Ulrich. Hong dribbles it over on the left side. Lost control of it. It's gonna go off of Pollard, and possession will stay with Faith Lutheran. 13-9, just under 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. Box set for Faith Lutheran. Loft's gonna give it just over the head. It's gonna be picked up by Rath, and he's gonna go up, count it, and 1. Nate Rath gets the and 1 opportunity. Looks like the foul is going to be on Faith Lutheran. That's going to be their second team foul. And shot on the way is good. Nate Rath connects for the three-point play. 9 seconds left. Ball being kicked around. Diving on the floor for the loose ball. We're going to have a jump ball. Possession is going to go to Immanuel Lutheran. 5 seconds left, 16-9. Immanuel Lutheran leads. Burrow's going to inbound the ball. Rath going to bring it up. 3 seconds left. Ulrich is going to put up a three-pointer, nearly banked in. We are going to go to the second quarter of play. Immanuel Lutheran leads 16-9. You're listening to the LBAA Championships here on LBAA.org. Back here on the campus of Valparaiso University, Consolation Championship here in the Blue Gym. Immanuel Lutheran leads Faith Lutheran 16-9 as we begin the second quarter. Bell, looks like a little bit of a weave, and they're going to pick it up. Scrambling on the floor, good hustle from both teams, and Burrows is going to pick it up. Burrows gives it over to Ulrich. Gives it back up to Rath. Burrows over on the far side. Being swung from right to left. Gives it back to Burrows. It's like a 2-3 zone from Faith Lutheran. Down inside to Pollard. Burrows thought about the three, pulled it out. Ulrich driving over. Burrows over on the far side. This 2-3 zone. Skipped it over to Ulrich. Gives it down low. Inside. Good left-handed hook shot by number 32, Jacob Pauline. He's got 6. And it's 18-9, Immanuel Lutheran. Bell. Being guarded by Ulrich. Hong. Hong's going to take it, always going to throw it up. Count it in, 1. Josh Hong, good play there. I think the foul's going to be on number 21, Troy Burrows. That's going to be his first, team second of this first half. He's going to have a couple of substitutions here. Number 20, Dan Edson, and number 11, Paul Stevens, making their first appearances into the game. Hong misses the front end of the three-point play. Ulrich is going to bring the ball up. Ball being swung down into the corner. Ulrich trying to break this 2-3 zone from Faith Lutheran. Being swung over by Rath. Ulrich. Rath going to get the ball back at the top. Gives it back to Ulrich. Thought about the three. Dribbles left. Gives it back up to Rath. Back to Ulrich. Three-pointer on the way. Bullseye. Matthew Ulrich from downtown. He's got 7, and it's 21-11. With just 4:18 left here in the second quarter. Hong. Bell thought about the three. Dribbles it up. Left shot. It's going to be an offensive foul on Blake Bell. That's going to be his first good charge taken by number 32, Jacob Pauline. Seen a lot of great action here today in this consolation round of the LBAAs. Ulrich is going to bring the ball up, but just 4 minutes left here in the first half. Going to be swung over on the right side to Burrows. Gives it back to Ulrich. Goes from left to right, puts up a floater, just rolled in and out. Ball's going to be out of bounds. It's going to go to Faith Lutheran. Immanuel Lutheran and Faith Lutheran in the Consolation Championship. Here are the LBAAs. Bell with the ball being guarded by Ulrich. Fake the handoff to Hong. He's going to hand it off to Thoraldson. Back to Hong. Stevens over on the right side. He's going to put up a left-handed hook shot. No good. Ball being bounced around. Rebounded by Thoraldson. Floater no good. Good play there. Threw it off of Pollard and was lost by Burrows. It's going to stay with Faith Lutheran. Checking into the game for Immanuel Lutheran will be number 40, Dylan Tapia. He's going to check out for Jacob Helene. Line set. Ball's gonna get tipped by Nate Rath. Hong gonna dribble it over on the left side. Layup is up and good. Josh Hong with 4 points in the second quarter, and it's 21-13. Ulrich trying to drive into that 2-3 zone. Burrows over on the left side, gives it up to Ulrich. Gives it to Rath, back to Ulrich. Down inside to Pollard. Out to Burrows. Thought about the three, pump faked. Nearly tripped up. Three-pointer by Rath, just off the front iron. Rebounded by Hong. Hong gonna bring the ball up the court. Dribbles down with his left. He's been very good with his left hand. Bell thought about the jump shot. Thoraldson for three, rims in and out. Rebounded by Pollard. We're gonna have a foul on number 20, Dan Edson. That's gonna be his first. Team's fourth personal foul here in the first half. Ulrich, who's got 7 points here in this contest. He's gonna bring the ball up. Pump fakes, tries to draw that 2-3 zone in. Leslie gives it in to Pollard. Back over to Burrows. Drives baseline. Three-pointer by Rath. Bullseye! Nate Rath from downtown. He's got 6 in this contest, and it's 24-13. Bell trying to find an open man. Gets the ball back. Gives it to Hong. Hong's going to dribble left. He's going to throw up a wild shot. It's going to fall in. Josh Hong with 6 in this quarter, and it's 24-15. Burrows is going to get called for a foul. Looks like it's going to be on number 11, Paul Stevens. That's going to be his first, team 5th. Ball going to be taken out on the far side near the Faith bench. Ulrich swings it over to Rath. Gives it to Ulrich, back over to Burrows on the far side. Trying to find an open man. Ulrich for three, just off the front iron. Hong is going to take the ball up the court. He's been very good with his left hand. Being bumped by Pollard. He's going to give the ball off to Stevens. Bell gives it over to Thoraldson. Back to Bell. Hands it off to Hong, nearly turned over. Hong tries to dribble with his left. Bell thought about the three. He's going to put up a running hook shot and good. Blake Bell with 5 in the game, and it's 24-17. Ulrich, back over to Rath. Back to Ulrich, down into Pollard. Gives it to Ulrich, being guarded by Hong. Gives it to Rath, back over to Ulrich, down into Pollard. Burrows nearly lost the dribble, and it's going to be picked off. So we're going to have a foul on number 21, Troy Burrows. That's going to be his second, team 3rd. So they're going to have a substitution. Number 11, Nate Izuski, going to come in for Dylan Tapia. 24-17 is your score. Just under 45 seconds left here in the first half. Ball being bounced around by Hong and Bell. Hong been very good here. Drive down drive down the lane, try to find Stevens out on the left side. It's gonna go out of bounds, Bobcats ball. Looks like Stevens is gonna inbound the ball. No, excuse me, Izuski going to get it to Rath. 24 seconds left here in the first half. Gives it to Rath. Looks like they're gonna hold for the final shot. Gives it to Burrows. They're gonna hold on here for maybe another few seconds. They're gonna give it to Ulrich. He may take the final shot. 7 seconds. Ulrich trying to find a good shot. Three-pointer by Rath, bullseye! Nate Rath from downtown. Good shot there by Bobcat guard Nate Rath. He's got 9 in the ball game. We head to halftime, 27-17, Immanuel Lutheran. You're listening to the LBAA Championships here on LBAA.org. here on the campus of Valparaiso University. We are at halftime between the Faith Lutheran Crusaders and the Immanuel Lutheran Bobcats. Immanuel Lutheran currently leading 27-17 at the half. Looking at the scoring for both teams, for the Immanuel Lutheran Bobcats, Matthew Ulrich has 7. Nate Rath has hit back-to-back threes in the second quarter. He's got 9. Jacob Helene has 6. Troy Burrows with 3. And Mark Pollard with 1 basket. He's got 2. Looking at the Faith Lutheran side, we have Josh Hong has a few layups. He has 6. Gary Thralston with 3. Blake Bell with 5. And Akia Selipik with 3. I am Jeff. We're calling here the second half between the Crusaders and the Bobcats here in the Blue Gym on the campus of Valparaiso University. This is the Consolation Championship game. Both teams have been playing very well throughout this entire tournament. Definitely both teams are well deserving of a championship, but only one can come away with the victory. And looking like the Bobcats right now are looking like a championship team here right now. We are all set for the second half, and here we go. Tapia going to bring the ball in. Still a 2-3 zone shown from Faith Lutheran. Rath gives it to Tapia. Going to be down low into Ulrich. Layup, and it rolls in. Matthew Ulrich scores first here in the second half, 29-17. Ball given over to Hong. Man-to-man defense by the Bobcats. Hong going to be swung over. Going to give up to Thralston. A three-pointer on the way. A little bit long. Ball up for grabs. And it's going to be ripped out by Akia Selipik. And ball will go to the Bobcats. Ulrich trying to find an open man. Got it into Rath. And here comes Tapia. Izuski. Ulrich with the shot. No good. Rebounded by Thralston. Hong going to bring the ball up the court. Three-pointer on the way. Bullseye. Akia Selipik. He's got 6. And it's a 29-20 game. Layup, no good. Rebounded by Ulrich. Ulrich trying to find an open man. Three-pointer by Rath, just off the mark. Rebounded by Ulrich. Ball going to be taken by Tapia. Gives it up top to Ulrich. Dribbles with his left hand. Spin hook shot, just rattles in and out. Ball is going to go over to Faith Lutheran. 29-20. Immanuel Lutheran leads. 4.5 minutes left here in the third period. Looks like we're going to have a substitution for Faith. Looks like number 20, Dan Edson, will come into the game. He will replace Zach Friel. Bello going to bring the ball up. He's got 5 points in this game. Dribbles it over, gives it to Selipik. Selipik over to Thralston. Gives it to Hong. Hong with a step-back 3. Tries to bank it in, no good. Rebounded by Ulrich. Ulrich being tightly guarded by Thralston. Gives it up top to Tapia. Gives it over to Zuski. Back over to Rath. Excuse me, Tapia. Gives it to Ulrich. Ulrich gives it to Rath over on the far side. Gives it to Izuski, looking for his first points in this ballgame. Tapia being tightly guarded by Hong. Ulrich over on the near side. He'll dribble with the left. Good pass inside to Mark Pollard. He's got 4 on the game. And it's 31-20. Bobcats lead. Hong with the ball. Gives it to Bell. Bell almost traveled there. Puts up the shot and good. Blake Bell strikes. And it's 31-22. Ulrich is going to go up, count it, and 1. Matthew Ulrich goes coast to coast. And he's going to go to the line for an and 1 opportunity. That's going to be the first foul here in the third quarter, excuse me. That foul's going to be on Dan Edson. That's going to be his second. Ulrich completes the three-point play. It looked like the substitution was number 33, Grant Kerrigan. He makes his first entrance into the ballgame. Bell with the running shot, no good. Good hustle there. And Ulrich will pick the ball up. Ulrich trying to cross up his defender. Rath will take it up, being guarded by Bell. Rath trying to find an open man. Good defense by Bell. Tapia guarded by Thraldson. Goes it over on the far side, and he travels. Good defense there from Gary Thraldson. And the Bobcats will take, the Crusaders will take over. Bobcats up by 12 here in the third quarter. Bell being guarded by Ulrich. Been dribble over on the near side. Sulopik tried to find Bell back door. It's going to be a turnover, Bobcat ball. 2:37 left here in the third quarter. We're in the Consolation Championship here at the LBAAs, Tapia trying to get it over the court, and he finds Izuski. Two-pointer on the way, just off the front iron. Got his own rebound. Good hustle there. Ball going to be knocked out, and Tapia's going to pick it up. Ulrich, good backdoor pass to Nate Izuski, and he finds the bucket. Nate Izuski gets on the board, 36-22. Looks like we're going to have a full timeout from Faith Lutheran. Good job by Immanuel trying to extend this lead. Head coach John Ulrich trying to fire this crowd up. Stay tuned. We got more championship basketball here on LBAA.org. Here at the Blue Gym on the campus of Valparaiso University in the Consolation Championship game. Immanuel Lutheran currently leads Faith Lutheran 36-22. Matthew Ulrich has been the story. He's got 12 points on this contest. He's got 5 here in this third quarter. Bell with the ball. Thraldson with a 3, just off the mark, rebounded by Pollard. Ulrich is going to bring the ball up. Gives it off to Tapia. Being guarded by Sulopik. And he's going to dribble the ball out with the shade under 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Tapia over on the far side to Izuski. Tapia gives it back to Izuski, being guarded by Hong. Good defense there by Josh Hong. Nearly intercepted. Three-pointer on the way, just short. Ball being bounced around, rebounded by Thraldson. Going to give it to Josh Hong. Josh Hong has been one of the best players here for Faith Lutheran. Bell, dribble it over the top, kind of a little floater, just short. Ball's going to be off of Ulrich's hands, and it'll stay with Faith Lutheran. Going to have a substitution. Number 21, Troy Burrows, will enter back into the game. And number 11, Paul Stevens for the Crusaders. Fans giving both players their support. Hong skips it over to Thraldson, being guarded by Burrows. Thraldson drives with a shot just a little short. Ball being bounced around. And Faith Lutheran's going to pick it back up. Bell gives it to Hong. Back up to Thraldson. Three-pointer on the way, just a little bit long. It's going to be off of Faith Lutheran's foot. It's going to be Bobcat ball. And the Crusaders will put on a full court pressure. Ball into Ulrich, being guarded by Thraldson. We're going to have a reach in on Thraldson. That's going to be his team's second foul of the second half. 36-22 is your score. 51 seconds left in the third quarter here in the Consolation Championship game of the LBAAs. Burrow's going to lob it over to Ulrich. Drive it over on the far side. Ulrich right around his defender. And good. He's got 7 in this third period. 38-22. Bell's going to kick it out. Thralson, jump shot inside is good. Gary Thralson gets on the board. 38-24. Rath with the ball. Gonna be dribbled, nearly bumped. Ball's gonna be diving on the floor. Rath's gonna pick it up. So they're gonna have a foul, number 32, Blake Bell. That's gonna be his second, team's third. Looks like head coach Daniel Smith for Faith Lutheran very upset about the foul calling here. Trying to make his case about the amount of fouls that have been called here. Troy Burrows will take the ball out near his bench. Trying to find an open man. He's going to lob it into Ulrich. Being tightly guarded by Thralson. Ulrich down on the left side. Nearly got out of the trap there. Gives it over to Rath. Three-pointer on the way. Bullseye. Nate Rath scores from downtown. He's got 12 in this contest, and it's 41-24. 2 seconds left. Hong is going to no shot call. Faith Lutheran looking a little lost out there. It's all Bobcat ball. It's 41-24. We head into the fourth quarter. Back after this. This is the LBAA Championship here on LBAA.org. Fourth quarter action about to begin here at the Blue Gym on the campus of Valparaiso University. Immanuel Lutheran currently leading Faith Lutheran 41-24. We begin fourth quarter action. The story here, Matthew Ulrich, he's got 14 points in this contest. We head to the fourth quarter of play. Faith Lutheran going to inbound the ball. Fourth quarter action underway. Hong with the ball. He's got 6. Nearly crossed up Izuski. Bell. Dribbles it over on the right side. Thralson gives it back to Bell. Bell nearly traveled, and he did travel. Turnover there by Blake Bell, and it's going to be Bobcat basketball. Back into the game will be number 32, Jacob Helene. He will replace Mark Pollard. He's got Pollard with 4 points in this contest. Rath going to bring the ball up. So he's going to play back and forth there. And he skips it over to Helene. Nearly trapped in the corner. Gives it up top to Burrows. Over to Izuski. Izuski trapped in the corner. Ball, good job defensive there by Bell. Let's see if he can capitalize on the turnover. Bell trying to find a man underneath. Gives it to Thralson. Back up top to Bell. Bell trying to go behind the back. Hong. Gives it to Bell. Three-pointer on the way. Just short. Rebounded by Edson. So we're going to have a foul underneath. Foul's going to be on number 32, Jacob Helene. That's going to be his first. And the first foul here in the second half for the Bobcats. Coming into the game, back in the game will be number 51, Mark Pollard. He will go back in for Jacob Helene. And looks like number 20, Dan Edson, is going to take a seat. Hong. He's going to go up to the lane. Good shot there by Jacob Hong. He's got 8. He strikes first here in the fourth quarter. It's 41-26 Bobcats. Back over the middle is Ulrich. Ulrich nearly had it poked out. Pollard underneath. Three-pointer by Burrows. Bullseye! Troy Burrows from downtown. It's 44-26. Bell gives it over to Hong. Over on the near side. Gives it to Stevens. Stevens gets it up and in. We're going to have a 30-second timeout called by Crusader head coach Daniel Smith. We'll keep it right here. Immanuel Lutheran has been playing very well. Looking at the scoring, Matthew Ulrich for Immanuel Lutheran, he has 14 points so far in this contest. Nate Rath following him, he's got 12. Marcus Pollard with 4, Jacob Pauline with 6, Troy Burrows with 6, and Nate Azuski has 2. Looking at Faith Lutheran, Josh Hong with 8, Gary Thralton with 5, Paul Stevens with 2, Blake Bell with 7, and Akia Selipik with 6. This is the Consolation Championship game here on the campus of Valparaiso University. I am Jeff. Drew behind me is running the camera, doing an excellent job. Immanuel Lutheran currently leading by 16 in this contest, 4.5 left here in the fourth quarter. One team will win the Consolation Championship. The other will go home with a 2-2 record here in the National Championship. Burrow's going to lob it over to Azuski. Azuski's going to take it all the way up and in. Nate Azuski with 4 points in this contest, 46-28. Bell over on the far side. Gives it back to Thralston. Three-pointer on the way. Rims in and out. Rebounded by Stevens. He's going to be bumped. It's going to stay with the Crusaders. So they're going to have a substitution. Number 40, Dylan Tapia, is going to come back into the game for Troy Burrows. It's like a box set for Faith Lutheran. Goes to Selipik. Bell. He's going to drive it all the way. Good layup by Blake Bell. He's got 9 in the contest. And it's 46-30. Over to Azuski. Thought he had Pollard down low. Good trap in the corner. Good trap up top. Good rip from behind by Stevens. Stevens is going to take it all the way. Looks like we got a blocking foul. The basket's no shot. That basket will not count. Foul going to be on number 35, Nate Rath. That's going to be his second, team second. It looked very close to an and one. Selipik gets the ball out. Bell up top. He's going to find Thralston. Three-pointer on the way. Just short. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up and in. Good hustle play from Gary Thralston. And it's 46-32. Timeout called by John Ulrich. He's going to make his case about a couple of plays. We're going to take a timeout here. 46-32. Immanuel Lutheran on their way to the Consolation Championship. Back after this, you're listening to the LBAA Championships here on LBAA.org. Back here on the campus of Valparaiso University, Immanuel Lutheran currently leading Faith Lutheran 46-32. Just 3:21 left here in the fourth quarter. Rath can inbound the ball. Looks like a 2-2-1 press from Faith Lutheran. Rath is going to get over to Azuski. Two-pointer on the way. No good. Rebounded by Tapia. Tap is going to give it inside to Pollard. Good pump fake by the big man. Ball underneath, rebounded by Ulrich. Good hustle play from Izuski. Ball's going to go out of bounds. It's going to go to Faith Lutheran. Got exactly 3 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Faith Lutheran trying to pull off what would be a remarkable comeback. Bell over on the near side. Going to dribble it over. Gives it to Thraldson. Over to Hong. Hong dribbles. That's going to be an offensive foul. Josh Hong drew the offensive foul. Good play there by the Bobcats, drawing the charge. Always good to see a defensive player draw a charge here. Basket will be no good. 2:50 left. 46-32 is your score. Bobcats have the lead. Ulrich trying to find an open man. He finds Pollard underneath. Good play by the big man. He's going to miss the layup, and it's going to stay with the Bobcats. Ball rattled in and out. Head coach John Ulrich yelling out the out-of-bounds play. Cross-screen action. Ulrich is going to go underneath, up, and score. Matthew Ulrich strikes first here in the fourth quarter. He gets his first bucket here in the fourth quarter. 48-32. Hong with the ball. Gives it off to Thraldson. Back to Hong, trying to set a screen here. Bell with a three, just short. Rebounded by Rath. And we're going to have a foul here on the... It's like foul's going to be on number 35, Nate Rath. That'll be his third, team's third. Tapia's going to take the ball out, going to give it into Ulrich. Ulrich has 16 points here in this contest. Finds the open man, Izuski, and it's intercepted by Stevens. Stevens going to lob it over to Bell. Bell lobs it to Thraldson. Gives it to Stevens. Looks like we're going to have a blocking foul. Looks like on number 11, Nate Izuski. Good attempt there on the charge. That'll be his first, team's fourth. Head coach John Ulrich trying to tell him how to take the charge. Got it in front of Josh Hong. Ball's going to be intercepted. Looks like it went off the foot of Blake Bell, and it's going to go to the Bobcats. Just under 2 minutes left here in the fourth quarter in the Consolation Championship game. Bobcats trying to inbound the ball. Gives it to Ulrich, being tightly guarded by Thraldson. Thraldson looks like he got nailed in the head. Good job right through the hands of Pollard. And it's going to be Faith Lutheran ball. Gary Thraldson definitely, I think he was hit in the face there. Looks like he's just walking, looks like he's shaking it off. Looks like he'll be okay. Looks like Daniel Smith has a choice of words for one of the referees. And it looks like we're going to have a technical foul called on Faith Lutheran head coach Daniel Smith. And he's going to get another technical foul. He's going to be ejected from the game. Daniel Smith very upset with one of the officials about what happened with Gary Thraldson. You obviously have to protect your players. There was no foul called on that play. Gary Thraldson was down on the floor. Looks like he got elbowed in the face. Daniel Smith just got two technicals within a matter of seconds. And Matthew Ulrich will go to the line. Ulrich's shot is good. 49-32 is the lead. Ulrich back to the line. Next shot is up and good. He puts 50. He's going to get two more free throws. Two technicals were called in just a matter of seconds. Third one is good. 3 for 3. Looks like he's nailed 4 straight here in this contest. Next one is up and good. 4 for 4 for the big man. You see head coach Daniel Smith in the top of your screen is going to walk out of the gym. He's been ejected. He just got teed up for 2 technical fouls. And looks like we're going to have substitutions coming in. Looks like the entire Faith Lutheran bench is going to be cleared out. You can see the crowds definitely chanting for both teams. Troy Burrows right in front of the bench here. He's right in front of us is going to be Selipik. Trying to find somebody in. Gives it to Ulrich. Ulrich definitely has been the player of the game so far in this Consolation Championship. Minute and a half left. Bobcats up by 20. Gives it over to Izuski. Rath. Gives it back to Helene. Helene down underneath. He's going to get called for a foul. Rath will go to Helene will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul's going to be on number 55, Jacob Searlers. That's going to be his first. Team's 5th. Substitutions in. As we look at the floor for the Bobcats, number 15, Dylan Rosales. Number 32, Jacob Helene. Number 12, Brett Hensley. Number 14, Nick Sabato. And number 10, Daniel Spear. For Faith Lutheran, number 35, Akia Selipik. Number 55, Jacob Sealers. Number 2, Dalton Leonard. Number 5, Quentin Scott. And number 33, Grant Kerrigan. First shot is up just off the back iron. Looks like we're going to have an official's timeout. Looks like there's going to be another wet spot on the court. Looks like a substitution timeout. Coming into the game will be number 43, Brett Sees. Ball's going to be inbounded to Quentin Scott. 1:20 left. Bobcats up by 20. Brent over to Sees. Gives it to Scott. Leonard. Three-pointer by Selipik, just off the back iron. Ball being fighted, rebounded by Sees. Sees gives it over to Hensley. Hensley. Gonna be dribbled over on the far side. Gives it over to Spear, being tightly guarded by Selipik. Gives it off to Rosales. Gives it to Sabato. Good defense by Searlers. Hensley. Spear. Rosales. Three-point attempt by Sabato. Bullseye! Nick Sabato gets on the board. 55-32. Three-pointer by Leonard. That's going to roll in and out. So we got 9 seconds left in this contest. Ball's going to be inbounded to Brett Hensley. The clock is going to tick down. Ball stolen by Scott, and that is going to do it. The Immanuel Lutheran Bobcats clinch the Consolation Championship against Faith Lutheran, 55-32. Matthew Ulrich, definitely the player of the game as we count up his stats. He had 20 points in this contest. He was definitely the player of the game. Congratulations to the Immanuel Lutheran Bobcats out of Palatine, Illinois. They defeat Faith Lutheran 55-32. Great play from both schools. As we close out play here from the Blue Gym, don't forget you can catch more action in just a little bit. Championship action will continue down on the main floor at the Arc for the boys championship game. My name is Jeff. Final score, Immanuel Lutheran 55, Faith Lutheran 32. Thank you for listening to the LBAA Championships here on LBAA.org.
Thank you for watching. Remember, all games are available for purchase on high-resolution DVDs with included commentary. Go to lbaa.org to order. Webcast produced by Rob Gasser and Michael Morgan. Copyright 2012 by LBAA. All rights reserved. God's blessings to you.